Since the dawn of gamers, we have climbed. From the icy mountaintops of the Ice Climbers in 1984 to the asset flip mountain of junk that is getting over it in 2017. Jump King, Celeste, Jason, it is clear we are gamers and we love to climb. And damn it, man, the amount of junk in this genre is straight up just disappointing. I'm tired of all these content creators surfacing these money grab games that are half made with no original assets. But, you know, I get it. It's fun to watch your favorite content creator play a crappy game that's unpolished, buggy, with unresponsive player controls. They get frustrated, and it's funny. It's funny. It's fun for the audience to watch, but it's never fun to actually play these games. Only Up? Why are we playing this, guys? It's a poorly made asset flip with stolen assets. They had a Final Fantasy track in the game. They just thought they could throw it in there. Chained together? I mean, it's fine, I guess. It's not responsive, it's buggy, friend slop, not much depth to it. Guys, I just think we could do better. All right, this isn't a bad genre. I'm here to tell you to stop playing shitty climbing games. Because guys, I think I found the one. I think I found it. This one's special, and I'm here to tell you about it today. The game isn't an asset flip. It has no stolen assets, and I haven't found a single bug in the game. Except for the little bugs that you pick up off the ground to upgrade your climbing abilities. That's right, the currency is roaches. We'll get to the bug money later, guys, but the game is called White Knuckle. You dipshits think you're good at climbing games? Try climbing the abandoned substructure of 17. You got two hands. Right mouse button grabs with the right hand, left mouse button grabs with the left hand. Pretty simple stuff. Feel around for a surface, any surface. Grab it and hoist yourself up. Now grab another surface and do it again, and again, and again, and again. But hold on, don't fall now. You don't want to fall. That's when the goo will get you. You don't want to mess with the goo. We'll talk about the goo later, but right now we are climbing. You can't hold on to a ledge forever. Your knuckles, they're turning red. Find a safe spot to release your load and allow your stamina to recover. And that's the movement mechanic right there. That's the bread and butter. That's how you climb. And it feels like butter too. The movement is fluid and responsive. For a game that feels so unforgiving at times, it's nice to have something that you can rely on. So I made it a couple meters, and I'm feeling pretty good. But uh-oh. I don't think I can reach that. I gotta act fast though. The goo is rising. It's coming for me. We'll talk about the goo later. But right now, we gotta get to this ledge. Well, I'll just take a piton, grab my hammer, and smack that bad boy in the wall. That's right. The game gives you an arsenal of deployables to use in these tricky situations. All storable in your inventory. You got the piton, creates a ledge, you got a hammer in the wall. Kind of slow, whatever. I don't really like it. You got the rebar. Javelin throw that motherfucker in the wall. Bam! Look at that long, grabbable surface. Also, for you speed running freaks out there, throwing this mid-air will launch you in the opposite direction. Can of beans. Eating it restores your stamina. Nice. The deployables you use define your playstyle. Me personally, I don't really use items. I'll maybe throw out a rebar or two whenever I'm in a sticky situation. Or eat a can of beans whenever I need to release the load on my hands. And the devs support this decision. There is always a path available for you, even without the aid of your items. I'm always looking for paths paved by the developers because I want to save resources and I know there is one available.
Get in the sink tunnel. It's in the way. The grate is in the way. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of the way! Get out! Okay, I got it, don't worry.
This supports a concept that makes the game truly shine. Exploration. There isn't just one path up the substructure. You can go left, you can go right, you can go up, you can go down. Actually, probably wouldn't go down. The goo. It's rising. We'll talk about the goo later, but right now we're talking about discovery. Not only discovering a path, but also random items scattered across the substructure. Exploration isn't optional, it's practically required. There are so many valuables hidden across the substructure to help you on your ascent. You would be foolish not to go looking for them. Of course, there's the items I talked about earlier, but there's also the syringe, which increases your speed. Pills, which give you unlimited stamina for a short amount of time. Granola bar restores your stamina. This slug, which I still don't know what it does. You crush them to death when using them, though, which makes me feel really sad. I try not to use that one.
Dude, I feel terrible for doing that. I don't even know what it does.
Those are just some of the items. Items that you're always evaluating because you can't hold all of them. Eventually, you'll reach a threshold that'll hamper you the more you collect. And the items, they're everywhere, hidden in nooks and crannies across 3 regions of Substructure 17. What are the 3 regions, you ask? Thanks for asking, guys, because, you know, I'm spending a lot of time with this, and it's nice to know that you care. There's 3 regions of the substructure, and each region has 3 subregions. The subregions have variants that mostly appear in different order. They're shuffled around. When you start your second run of the game, most of what you see is new to you. Hell, even on my 30th attempt, I'm still finding areas I haven't even seen before.
What the hell is this? I don't remember if I've seen this before. I don't remember this. There are so many damn levels in this game.
It's important that this game stays fresh because once you die, you start at the very beginning again. This is why this game is so different from the rest of the other climbing genres, because the devs managed to mash the climbing genre with this other genre. They mushed it together, rubbed it around, you know, polished it a bit, and then what came out was the ultimate genre that I'm naming it the rogue climbing game. No, the climbing like experience. White Knuckle is a roguelike. Once you die, welcome back to the start, baby. Do it all again! But it wouldn't be a roguelike without your abilities. Periodically throughout the regions, you're given a terminal with the choice of abilities. Most are free, but some are worth roaches. Remember those bugs I talked about at the beginning of the video? You've been collecting them, right? I certainly have.
Not so fast. Come here. No!
You're not only a climber, but you're a bug collector. There are 4 types of roaches. The first ones you can't collect. Ignore them, worthless, useless. But the second ones are gold. Those are worth 1 roach right there. The third type is the platinum roach. Those are worth 5 roaches. And do not step on those. I've done that multiple times. It's very tragic.
Why would I do that?
And the last ones, yep, you guessed it. They're worth nothing. Actually, they blow up. Stuff those roaches in the terminal, and then you can purchase an ability. The free abilities are pretty generic, you know, the 30% stamina increase, the 30% faster climbing, you know, the works. But the paid abilities, that's when it starts to get interesting. Pulse Organ, you earn a double jump, which can stack. Friends Upstairs gives you a briefcase with a bunch of goodies inside. Yeah! Rabbit DNA. You can long jump after jumping from a crouch, vertically or horizontally. Counter-Strike players love this one. You can bunny hop. It's like I'm back in Dusk 2, bunny hopping to cross long without a smoke.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
I'm bunny hopping. What do you mean?
That is not bunny hopping, bro.
What are you talking about?
Abilities aren't the only thing you can buy. There's the vending machine. Buy yourself a can of beans, rebar, whatever's in stock. And then there's the floppy disk terminal. You can buy yourself a floppy disk for only 4 roaches. What a steal! Trust me, that's a good deal because now with a simple disk reformat and a backup of your neural processes, you can save the game. Not to mention each floppy disk provides an extra life. If you die in the next region, you're brought back to the terminal. Notice how I said each, though. You can stack lives, and buying isn't the only way you can get your hands on one of these discs. They're rare, but you can find them in the regions. If you manage to find one, just stuff that floppy in your pocket and take it to the next terminal. Of course, you're gonna have to reformat it in order to, wait, hold on, there's files on this one. Wait, and, are those logs? What is this?
Scientific report. There is a beast at the bottom of the world. It was created in the year 1999 by scientists in Substructure 3. It was an accident, a malediction incongruous with our reality. Do not join it. Join it. Join it. Join it. Join it.
What? What was that? Is this a horror game? What? Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that to you guys at the beginning. This is a horror game. This game tends to get pretty scary. It's rich in this atmospheric horror. Have you been keeping your eye on the goo? Because it's been rising this whole time. It's actually called the Mass, and it wants to fuse with you. On your ascent, you will be pinned against time. And if you slip up, you will be frantically trying to cling onto anything because the Mass is down there. And you do not want to restart.
No! Go!
The game is constantly pressuring you to keep climbing with little breaks in between. And while you're going up, you'll be running into these unexplainable creatures that look like they came straight out of Half-Life. Take the hammer that you use to secure your pitons and get those guys out of here. That's right, you can use your hammer as a weapon. You're gonna have to, because those fuckers are trying to ruin your perfect climb.
Get off of me.
Though the simple denizens of the substructure aren't what make the game scary. It's the atmosphere. And this thing.
What am I supposed to do about this?
But we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about atmosphere. As comfortable as you can get with the climbing mechanics, the unsettling visuals and audio will always keep you on edge. The game is edging you. Of course, you got your classic skeletons, the blood stains, the writing on the walls telling you to go back, danger, woo! And guys, that's all scary stuff, don't get me wrong. But what really gets me going is the brutalist architecture of silos. It's the gritty textures that seem to boil when you look closely at them. The radio that's apparently dialed to 101.5 Creep FM, playing the sickest, creepiest ambient noise imaginable. Like, what station is this? The lady on the intercom that keeps alerting me about the containment breach on Bioresearch Lab 5. The uneasy ambience, the creaks, the moans, the screeches, and the sound of your fall being the only thing echoing in Substructure 17. That is what gets me going. Now go ahead and tell me that only Up was that in-depth. Go ahead! Guys, I'm exaggerating a bit. There are good climbing games out there, and I don't think we're necessarily flooded with bad ones. Red and Fred, a precision platformer where you climb a mountain as penguins. Peak just came out like a month ago, and it looks like loads of fun. I'm just saying there are some climbing slop games that sometimes make the rounds. And slop isn't necessarily a bad thing. The games do their job. A simple arcade-style gameplay loop that's meant to frustrate you. But when I see people playing those games before playing White Knuckle, let's just say I'm gonna give them my White Knuckle. Thanks for watching, guys. Consider this video a pitch. I'm currently sitting at 0 subscribers, so if you want to see more, then subscribe to me, Rage Roach. Pretty cool name, right? Rage Roach. I can't change it now. I'm not doing this take again. It's a cool name, right? Rage Roach. You guys like the books? Makes me look smart, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay.